Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. My name is Sophie, and I'm so excited to have you here with me. For those of you who are new here, I do monthly readings, but I might begin doing weekend readings depending on how y'all enjoy these. These will be much shorter than the monthlies. Kindly remember that time and energy are fluid, so please take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. This reading is for the sign of Pisces, wherever it presents in your birth chart. I do offer personal readings, and you can find my information in the description box below. If you enjoyed today's reading, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, Pisces, let's get started. So we're going to start off with the Kipper deck to get an idea of the people, places, situations, and themes at work in your situation at the moment, or at the moment that you find this reading. So let's see what's going on for Pisces, please. So right off the bat, all right, I'm getting Gemini, not because of the thief, but because of a 24 reducing to the 6. But for somewhere, this is a Gemini, that hit kind of hard. It hits home. For some that are connecting with a Gemini that you feel like has been deceptive, that feels spot on. Somebody here, though, with the Lover's energy of the 6 is indicating a tug at their heart. Someone that they thought they knew very well is turning out to be different. This person takes quite a lot. This person is self-centered, and in general is beginning to show a shadow side that you, Pisces, are really not sure you want to stick around to entertain or enable. All right. For others, this is about this aspect of yourself that you're trying not to feed. You know, there may be some desperation going on your end. Times might be phenomenally hard right now, and you are at a point as well where you're being challenged with either compromising your character, right, or sticking to your guns, you know, just really digging your heels in the ground and creating a solution rather than an easy way out, in quotations. Right? Because that road is not necessarily the easier road. This feels like a very challenging situation, Pisces. This is incredibly challenging, whatever this is. Y'all lost something. Could be physical, but it could be mental peace. It could be emotional balance, spiritual tranquility. Something was lost, and this has to do with your detachment, your grapple with this person, this energy, this environment. 29, imprisonment, y'all. So Pisces, listen, okay, 29 reduces to the 11, which is justice. That's legalities. With imprisonment, what is aligning right now is that if you are not careful, if you are being challenged with some situation or option that sounds like a sweet deal, read the fine print. There is something here that is either going to have negative legal implications, something that you're not seeing, or something that in the process of trying to take an easier way into something or out of something, you're walking right into a trap. It's a limit. There's something here. It feels like a solution, but it's not. Okay? For others, where this is not you, this is quite literally the person you're trying to leave behind, they will get theirs, provided that they continue going down this road. There is some kind of recognition that a wrongdoing has occurred, and they will be addressed. And for some, this is about actual legalities, or they themselves are walking into a compromising situation that they thought they were getting ahead of, that they're actually they're backing themselves into it. 31, bad health. 31 reduces to a 4, which is the Emperor. So you could be connecting. Here we had Libran energy, Gemini energy. You also have Aries energy here as well. For some reason, I'm getting that bad health can either be with this energy. It could be attached to this person, but it doesn't have to be. Bad health I'm getting for some of you is about this leaving this situation, and the idea of it has made you very ill. And it's for that very reason that you are leaving it, trying to escape it. You will not, Pisces, leave with this feeling stuck to you. This is not forever. Okay? This might be a feeling that you're used to, but it will go away. Again, if there is another person involved, they are not even realizing it, putting themselves in a corner. Now, if this is yourself, Pisces, right? Connecting with someone who is trying to sell you on something that might seem too good to be true, please, please, please beware, because with bad health, that could also be, if it's not a physical entrapment, this is about a mental one. All right, this is about moving into a space of addiction, a space of unhealthy connections. Something that is temporary but could very well become permanent. Okay, so just be very, very careful. I am also getting, Pisces, that for some of y'all, this is about the nursing field. I'm just saying, I think that whatever this is, if this is about a job in healthcare, you have been feeling very stuck, very demotivated, and something about this is wearing down your mental health. And I want to just confirm this with you. If that's a feeling you've been getting and this resonates, that is a confirmation coming out for you. It could just be a job that's making you ill. With message, we have 7. You could be connecting with a Cancer. For some, y'all work in the oncology unit. But in general, this is about some kind of important paperwork. This is a 2 weeks notice. This is a subpoena. This is, someone's getting served with something. All right? And it's going to be the first step in dealing with this issue. Because the Chariot indicates Cancer, but it indicates being at a very, it's an important point in your journey where whether you choose to go left or right is going to determine quite a stretch of road for you. So this decision that's being made is going to unlock a sequence of events that will play into your near future. And if it is legalities, then this could play a bit farther along into your journey. This will have a ripple effect, this sequence of events. So it is very important, Pisces, that whatever this is, you just recognize that these outcomes they have the potential to be long-term. For some, you are leaving this. You're like literally balling it up and tossing it. And you're like, I know that, and that's why I'm leaving it. Good. But for others of you, I'm feeling that there's a temptation to stick with it. And if you feel like where you are is leading to long-term problems, this is a confirmation and an indication that exploring options outside of this would be a viable next step for you. Now for you, Pisces, I'm going to lay all the cards out. So let's go ahead and see for Pisces. I just want to get the big picture. Let's get the big picture, please. Let's go ahead and dive into this for Pisces, please. What's going on? Some clarification, because this is heavy. This is some heavy, heavy stuff. For Pisces, what's going on with, it's going to be past, present, future, and guidance, please, for Pisces, excuse me. If you have a water sign in your vicinity, perhaps a mother, an aunt, an older sister, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this person is going to help you get through this. For some, this is about a therapist, some kind of counselor. This is also trusting yourself. Now, Pisces, with the Ace of Swords here in your recent past, you have that there was some kind of revelation. Someone was working incredibly hard for their family, working incredibly hard for their company, working incredibly hard for the community at large. it became very clear to you recently, Pisces, that man, what a privilege to be in a space to give so much to people. It's a labor of love, right? With the Eight of Pentacles. This is about focus and practice. But the thing is, you don't get to the 10 without being in love with something. And that's not to say that you can't be in love with yourself, right? Be in love with your ego, be in love with the money, cash. But even if that was the intent, there was still a benefit that the people around you directly received from all of these deeds, all of this work. Even if your intentions were not the most noble, there were still positive outcomes. And this could be the person that you're connecting with. Despite all of the wrongdoings or despite all of the questionable things, people were still benefiting from the situation, and in a sense it really held everything together. But what I'm getting with the Ace of Swords is that this was a revelation in the recent past that, you know, so much good has been done, so much good can be done. Now with the Three of Pentacles in the current space, you could be connecting with a Leo, Aries, a Sagittarius. But this is about playing a significant role. This is a person, Pisces. This is a person. Whatever this is that you're engaging in or engaging with, this is something that not only makes you feel whole in what you do, but it also provides a level of financial prosperity, offers you comfort. You feel very well developed in this situation. All right. For some of you, this is about connecting with somebody who makes you feel this way, or someone who, this is how you view them. You view them as like a very responsible partner, someone who's high energy, charismatic, and somebody who in general just has it all. When I see the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles together, I do see somebody who is not just charismatic, but also just they take very good care of themselves. They look good, they smell good, everything they put on just is incredible on them. With the Three of Pentacles, I am getting for some this is like a third party situation. I don't always see that with the threes, but in this case, I am getting that for some this is about a third party. You may have just realized, for example, that the person you were connecting with had a family. Okay, and so now you are seeing yourself as sort of the other. You're seeing yourself as somebody who is working with someone who is working with someone else. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, Pisces, sorry about that. We're just getting that real bright afternoon light right now. But yeah, for some, this is about having discovered that someone is situated elsewhere. And so now you see yourself as another piece of the puzzle, so to speak. But in general, right, where this is potentially career focused or just money focused or anything, this is about recognizing that you're in a space of having to connect with other people in order to achieve your goals, do your job, and continue feeling secure. Okay, but at the moment you do feel taken care of and you do feel very high-spirited. You feel very secure and like you do work well with the people involved. Now coming in, you've got the Eight of Cups, clarified by the Hierophant, could be connecting with a Taurus, and the Ten of Swords. Now this Ten of Swords is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you are completely decided on the path you want to take. First of all, whatever this Hierophant is, right, it's a connection, or it's a commitment, excuse me, not a connection. It can be, but it's a commitment. It is some kind of contract, not legality per se, but it is like an agreement, a commitment. With the Eight of Cups, you know that this is not for you. You know that this is a dead end. Right off the bat, Pisces, you just know this is a dead end. Like you are committed to this team or to this person or to this project. And the thing is, you just know that fairly soon you're going to reach the end of the line. Something is going to give. Because you've got the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You know for a fact at some point you are going to have to start over. And I want to venture to say, because you do have the Ace of Wands here and you as the Queen of Wands here, this is exactly the tool you need. So in the near future, Pisces, you're going to be in a space where this realization comes. And not just the realization, not just that feeling with the Eight of Cups. Not just the feeling that you've reached the end, but the absolute knowing it's over, the absolute knowing that there is no way you can reach beyond where you have achieved. But there is also an intense gift, an intense reception of passion, inspiration, and energy. I'm getting the feeling it's like when you're sitting on a couch and you just don't want to do anything. You're like, oh my God, like I wish I had the energy. And it's like the energy is instilled in you, and suddenly you're putting on your running shoes and you're like, let's go. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's not only the realization that things are coming to the end in terms of what you were trying to get out of it, but it's also this understanding that you are prepared energetically. You are ready to also make this move out of it. Now, with the Queen of Cups as the advice and the guidance, with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords, okay, for some this is that third party. You're realizing that the emotional aspect of this connection cannot be fulfilled as long as this person is sitting in the situation, the commitment that they're currently in, right? You are realizing, just like in the Kipper cards that came out, those energies indicate that you know in the long term something is not healthy. Something would just feel like a trap, okay? You get to that point in the near future where you realize fulfillment is not possible provided that this continues to go the way it's going. And it looks to me like it will continue to go the way it's going, because there are so many pentacles. Whatever this is it is very solidly in place. Your role in this is not changing. The Nine of Pentacles, this is a very happy energy. So if this is how someone views you, Pisces, this means that they are happy having you in this space of being taken care of, with no intention to continue giving, since they are already putting in that last pentacle somewhere else. As long as there is this agreement and this gung-ho sort of, okay, let's continue working together, this is a vision of somebody who they are interpreting your space, your place in the situation as one of contentment, no desire to change. Nine of Pentacles, right? Very happy to be there, very happy to continue forward in this sense. But you're getting, Pisces, you know. And if this is not, right, the third party situation romantically, this is about you like outperforming everybody and like wanting that raise and wanting that elevation, but then being viewed by everyone that, hey, because you do your job so well and because you do so well already, there's no real reason to elevate you further. But you recognize this in the near future, Pisces, and you're like, listen, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I work way too hard and I do what I do way too well. I love myself. I love the people I do this for. But if I continue to stay here, y'all will just suck the internal resource right out of me. And not only do you get that realization, but you also take it upon yourself to explore other options. Now, with the guidance as the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords, right? If there is somebody in your vicinity who is a water sign or who is very emotionally intelligent, spend some time around them. You don't even have to really share everything you're going through with them. This is the type of person who makes you feel emotionally grounded. Now, the Queen of Cups is someone who expresses their emotions. So if you find yourself in a space where you do need a shoulder to cry on, Pisces, this person, you can trust them. They understand. Even if they've never been through it themselves, they will venture to empathize with you. This person is by your side and they will not judge you. Okay? Again, I've been wanting to say Scorpio a bunch of times throughout this reading, but I want you to just really think about who this person might be. It feels like a best friend. It feels like a sister. It feels like an auntie. It feels like someone who you could literally go years without ever speaking to them. But when you start your exchange with them, it's always like, oh, hey, Pisces, what's going on? I love you. I thought about you the other day. Like, sweetness is the Queen of Cups. Okay, it's that sort of energy. And it's by sharing the pain of the situation with this person. Okay, could be a therapist, could be a counselor. But by sharing your feelings about the situation with this person, it's like a purge, and you're able to release it, get it out of your system, and it's going to help you just feel like you're prepared to take this next step. Because right now you're in an arguably really stable space, Pisces, but there is something so deeply concerning about what this could bring you in the future that you revisit it because something is revealed and your feelings about it changes. You start to rethink the commitment and you bring this to someone else's attention so they can help you synthesize your final thoughts and to get through it. So I want you to know, Pisces, what you are feeling. This, I hope that this gives you confirmation, because this is a very complex situation, and when you are receiving so much physical benefit, right, it appears so, when you start to get these sort of like conflicting ideas or conflicting emotions about your wellness maybe not being prioritized in the situation, it is so easy to like ask yourself if you are overthinking it, or if this is, like, oh, well, shouldn't I just settle because physically I'm getting everything I want? But the thing is like your physical, emotional, and mental health all work together, and you become your best self when you are balanced in all aspects, and spiritual, of course. So while physically, of course, there's only so much you can do with emotional happiness if some of your physical happiness is compromised. The physical can only do so much to help you feel happy. But if emotionally and mentally and spiritually you feel robbed, right? Going back to the Thief card, if you feel robbed or you feel empty inside, there is no amount of physical abundance that can help convince you to stay in an otherwise sad situation. Okay, so I want you to just sit with those feelings, Pisces. I want you to sit with someone who you feel like really can understand, or at the very least hear you and validate, because everything you're feeling right now, Pisces, is valid. It's valid, and it is so common. And like I feel like I'm getting emotional for you right now, because I feel like this is a really dark space for you, and I just want you to know that you are not alone in this. And it might feel that way because there might be folks who really don't get it. They might look at your situation and say, oh, well, you should be happy, you should be this. Listen, those folks need to go over there. They need to go over there, because then they clearly don't understand what it's like to be in a physically pleasing space, but internally feel so empty and alone. So it is so important, Pisces, to connect with people who you trust, or even just one person, because this feels like a very intimate and sensitive situation. Find that one person or that one professional that you feel like you could really unload on. And for those of you who feel like you don't have that, you have that within you. You are that person, Pisces, to many people. So where this is not a person outside of you, this is you just reflecting on it within yourself. Take video logs of yourself, having like a counseling session with yourself, journal, leave it all out somewhere. Don't just hold it in, like leave it all out somewhere. Even if it's by yourself, have a way to let it out, because that is going to give you an opportunity to examine the situation as it comes out of you. You are having to process that information. You don't even realize, but those thoughts and those feelings have to go through a filter, right? So the feelings are here, but when you put them through your brain and out of your mouth to speak or out of your hands to write, you are having to examine the thoughts as they come. That's going to give you an outlet. It's going to help you release some of that weight, and it's going to give you a better idea of what you want to do, because you are going to have the energy very soon to pivot, to remove yourself, to create space, to redraft the commitment, right? You're going to have that opportunity very soon. So the advice here is to just really sit with whatever pain has been ailing you and decide when, not if, when this energy comes, in what direction do you want to aim for yourself? Okay? Pisces, that is all I have for you today, my friend. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you. It has been a privilege. I pray that this gave you the confirmation and guidance that you sought. Okay? If you found this to be deeply resonating and helpful, please let me know in the comments below. I want to see you. Okay? You can like, share, subscribe as well if you guys enjoy this type of reading every weekend or every other weekend. I'm trying to gauge sort of the interest in these kinds of readings, obviously different than my monthlies. So let me know if you like how they turn out. And I do offer personal readings as well. You can find my information once again in the description box below. But until I see you next time, Pisces, I am loving you. I am loving you and hugging you through the screen. Please take care. I am excited to connect with you during our next reading, and I will see you then, okay? Until next time.